So this video here is for the 4th generation Dodge 1500. This one just happens to be a Rebel, but they're all the exact same as far as it goes with the stereo systems. This one here has got the 9-point entertainment system in it, so it's got the 9 speakers all the way around and a sub in the rear. So what I did is I went and I picked up 4 Hertz 609 speakers and installed them in the door, and it worked okay. But it didn't have the sound that I wanted it to have, so I went out and I picked up an amp, and the amp's in here underneath the underneath this little cubby hole here, and I wanted to tie this in to my 4 619s. So I went online and I tried to find a way to tie them in, and nobody had a video yet on how to hook my speakers into an amp. So I ended up finding a one thing online on a forum about the color codes for your door speakers and your dash speakers. And as far as that goes, like, they didn't show where to tie them in or anything. So I started tearing my truck apart. These ones here for my back speakers, there's the wiring harness that comes up from behind this boot, just on the other side here of the B pillar. So I pulled off this piece of plastic here. So you just grab it from up here, from where the seatbelt goes in, give it a good yoink, and then on the back side right in here, you can tie in your new wires for your amp. So I did that on both sides. I just pulled this piece off. I cut the wires off the harness on the other side of this boot. I soldered 2 speaker cables, one for the in, one for the out, down, up and in for my amp. So when I went to do my front ones, I pulled off all this shit, fucking yanked this off, started digging around. I tried to find where the wires came into this boot, and I couldn't find anything. I got fucking fed up and pissed off, and I left these ones not tied in for a long time. So I just had the back ones tied in for a bit, and then I decided, well, fuck, there's got to be something here. So I started fucking around, and just out of luck, I guess, because nobody had anything about this fucking amp under here. This amp, the output of the amp is right here. So I unplugged it, and then you could, all the fucking wires, all the color codes that I had the picture of, it's all right here. So the output for my door speakers, front and back, they're all right here. So for my front speakers, I fucking pulled out this connection here. It's the last one. I yanked it out, cut the wiring harness in half, and then I put 2 sets of speaker wire, to and from, for the front speakers, ran them down underneath this piece of plastic. I had to pull this piece of shit off, fucking ran it the whole way to the back, and up and in, and to my amp. And so I've got one wire coming in on the one side here. I had to tie it into this side, and then the one wire going back to the speakers off this side. So for each speaker, you have to run 2 speaker wires basically from that amp. So if you want to do all of it from there, you're gonna have 8 wires running back to your amp. As far as the power wire goes, there's a couple of videos on this online. I got lazy and just tied my ground here, and then I ran a piece of welding cable, the same thing, right fucking through underneath all that shit, right up behind this carpet right here. You can just fucking pull that carpet down, and then it runs right there. You can see it running up. There's a hole right there beside, basically beside the amp. I should have seen the fucking amp when I drilled the hole for my power wire, but I didn't. So anyways, I'll show you where that comes out underneath the hood. All right. So under the hood here, this is just a 175 amp fuse. This is just a piece of welding cable. Since we're in Alberta and it's fucking easy to come by, that's what I use to run. And then it runs right down through this little black plate. So I just used a banana knife and carved a hole in that cocksucker, and then put a fucking electrical PVC threaded connector right there, and that welding cable fit in that like a finger in the ass. And then I fucking threaded that right through that, through the grommet, and through the truck. And then, so that means all this shit here is all run by the amp, but my dash speakers aren't. But that's okay, because I put in kickers, little 3.5-inch kicker speakers up here. A lot of guys are going with the Infinity 2 ohm, blah blah blah, fuck whatever. But these things still produce enough high-pitched nonsense that you could still hear it quite well. So yeah. Anyways, that's how I ran the speakers in my 2017 Ram 1500. So hopefully this helps somebody out, and you know, yeah. Anyways, that's it. Oh, here's the amp here. DV Power 4, whatever. And the 6x9s, I think they're called 650.5s, and they're all made to work together. So, and it was all cheap too. So Visions had the 6x9s on sale for I think $132 a pair, and the amp here was $140 odd. And yeah, that's my video on how to tie in your amp into your 20 fucking 14, 13, or whatever 2017 truck, Ram truck. All right, good luck.